Hello viewers. Welcome to Bits and Bytes. In this session, we are going to track the movement of birds throughout almost a year. I have collected a data set, the link will be in the description. However, I have modified and changed the original CSV file for the sake of this tutorial. I will post the link to this file also in the description. This dataset contains latitude and longitude data of migrating birds. We will plot this dataset and see the path covered by the migrating birds. So, let's begin. Since I am using Colab, I will have to import the dataset from my Google Drive. This section includes the code to link my Google Drive with Google Colab. If you are running this system in your system, you don't need to do it. At first we will need to install some modules. I am using Google Colab here. For this session, we will be needing a module named basemap. This model is not readily available in Colab for use. So we are going to install this module and some other modules. Just remove the hash and run the first cell to install every module. Since I already installed these modules, I will not repeat this step. This part includes importing the necessary modules. We are importing basemap, which was just installed, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, CV2. TQDM is used to visualize the progress of execution. This section shows the path of my CSV file in my drive. The next path is used later to store the output images. Now we load the CSV file. The first 5 rows you can see here. Now let's print information about the loaded CSV file. As you can see, it contains more than 600,000 rows. There are 3 columns in the dataset: latitude, longitude, and date. Next we check if there is any null value in the column. The output shows that there are none. Our next step includes dividing the dataset in group according to the date value of a row. This is done for the simplicity of plotting. Also we select the unique date values present in the dataset. Now from each available group in the data frame, we select one row. This is done because the data is almost at the same location each day. We print the first 5 rows of the top end data frame. For this tutorial we will only consider few top values. Therefore we determined the minimum and maximum value for both latitude and longitude and slightly modified it. The fun part in data science is that we get to visualize the data. What can be fun than writing some lines of code and getting and tracking data image? Now we will use basemap to plot the data in an actual world map with the help of latitudes and longitudes in the top end data frame. Let's plot a figure where we will look at the all locations, the birds traveled in the first 300 days. With the help of EPS code, we plot the world map. The parameters in the basemap includes lower left longitude, lower left latitude, upper right longitude and upper right latitude. ESPG code is an unique code used for basemap plotting. Now we load latitude and longitude of the first 300 days in the dataset and load them as X and Y. Using plot function we plot these coordinates. The parameters in plot function are self-explanatory. The plot can be seen below. One must say, it's very beautiful. This is however just a picture. It will be more fun to watch it running in a video. So let's plot the data according to the recorded time and see what will be the video on combining the output images. For that we define 2 functions. The first one is plot and save, that takes input as the data frame that was divided as groups and the dates for which we want to plot the images. Along with the serial number of the data and the date of the data, This function sends one sample from the first 300 plus samples to the function named save figures. This function cleans the plot and saves it as an image in my drive. If you are running it locally, edit the path according to your convenience. Now we pass the DFS and dates values to the plot and save function. This will save the image files. The last part of our code includes the method to convert the already saved images to a video. Path_in variable defines the path to the image file folder, and path_out defines the path where the video will be saved. We pass the path_in and path_out to the function convert frames to video. CV2 will read the images from the directory and load them all in an array. The array then will be passed to the video writer, which will create the video using the image array as frames of the video. I choose 15 FPS for the video, but you might change it according to your choice. It will combine the images and save the video in the given output path. This is the video that was saved to my Google Drive. I am just going to download it and then run it. This is the visualization of the final video output. The title of this video shows the number of days and the date of the observation. The orange moving dot shows us the path covered by the bird in a duration of almost a year. It seems like the bird stayed in some location for a few days before moving to another location. The geographical location indicates that the migration is between France and Spain. For around the first 150 days, the bird stayed in the northern part, that is France. May can be a wonderful month for visiting France, with summer just around the corner. The average high temperature is a pleasant 20 degrees Celsius. And there's likely to be a number of sunny days when afternoons reach closer to the mid-20s. I think the birds like this weather. In the later days, they moved to Spain. I think the birds moved to Spain because in December, the weather of France becomes low temperatures and dark, long, and icy nights. The temperatures range between 3 degrees Celsius, that is 37.4 degree Fahrenheit, and 8 degrees Celsius, that is 46.4 degree Fahrenheit. At night temperatures reach 0 degrees Celsius, that is 32 degree Fahrenheit, or even lower depending on the blowing wind. Compared with this, the weather of Spain is relatively warm with around 7 degrees Celsius on average. In the month of March the birds again move to France. Maybe by that time, the weather becomes bearable again. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more upcoming videos.